Be a Joshua. Yeah, be a Joshua. Yeah, me and Joshua. I mean, it looks like I have to go, but also when I turn around here, it's gonna have look. They're, I forgot my fan is on. One of many fans in my room. Uh, I'm on the wrong controller. That's what I'm realizing. That's why it's like annoying to move around right now. Oh shoot! Today already Thursday, y'all. Tomorrow Friday already. Time for my quick this week, boy. I'm over here happy. I'm happy.
Seems the highway is lost.
Blasted book! You put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a
Dang.
hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I bet I'll help you out, lady, but I don't like the way that you like so disrespectful. Kinda. I don't know if they would call that disrespectfulness back in the day, but the way that you act,
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Used to say the ingredients even exist anymore.
Ah, that's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say?
Vivian.
Do you know of one?
Okay,
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
okay, I know.
Fine.
Hypocrite.
Go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
She's nice, but God. He who accompanies the show. He.
Horseman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valencia, a culinary pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chancellor's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
So the fabled Saint-Briquois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, Skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sambraquois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of Skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Seems the hideaway is lost its...
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
We'll get us all
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh!
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledale's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body to help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Middledale's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledale and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantle...
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding. Lady Karen, how's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dallymill has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gavin the other...
All for making this town a welcoming place.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to sell your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Nothing like a little unrest.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
To the meadows, then.
What?
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. Yeah. This must be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. And another! Over here! That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Those things I said before.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Fascinating. But how is it you know so much of fighting?
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentleman of the town guard be I know something.
Clive, listen! I've found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right.
You too, Goots.
Sell swords in storm, good and old again.
The gentleman of the town guard was back. What a mess. Where do we even... You fought very bravely.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Leave now and we could pretend this didn't happen.
They getting more and more tedious. They getting more and more. I've been making the mistake of having my mic muted. Like,
Tell me what I've done.
I've been slacking, and I've been streaming for like an hour almost. But we're here now.
He'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. Then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goods. Right now.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goose, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goods, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No.
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goods, no.
Enough, all of you!
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Gooch, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot! Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now is time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'll do nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So took some
You know I'm coming to your shop, right? So we need to hurry. Why don't we just talk back at the hideaway?
Always knew he'd be back one day to claim
Cause
his
I'm gonna be
job.
there.
But he crossed a line dragging
Trust.
boots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already.
Take the other eye is crazy.
Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Take them in eye. Nah, I'd be so like hurt. One, uno, dos, and tres. Okay? We got all three. Don't make fun of how I say three. Thanks, man. It's not cool. That's three. One. Bet. One. I'm trying to skip this. Because Bessie saw everything trying to eat this question. She's gonna talk to me now.
There's nothing.
While I'm here, so I don't have to come back. Hurry up.
Let me tell you.
Right.
You see, there was a time when I weren't too particular about who I sold steel to, so long as they paid me the right price. Some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. To satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He were true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's a nice story. So would you mind? Thank you.
Clive. Coin purse weighing you down. It'd better all be here.
So I got 6 and 4 now. That's crazy. Last elixir seems outrageous.
I'm not much bothered either way.
And I'm skipping yours too. Oh. Alright.
And here we have it. Fried Mortress of Skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honour than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Alright, now. She wild.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet it is the
All right.
cold kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature even. A maelstrom of flavour and
What is this,
sensation.
Food Wars?
A graceful beast emerging from centuries of
W anime, by the way. Just don't watch it when anybody's around. They're
I
gonna
can't
think
quite
you're
tell with
weird.
all that nonsense he's talking.
Cause
I reckon
they
you
be
might be
having
right.
those moments like when people just
It was
walk in
decent
and they
then,
see you.
I take it.
Can't have nobody walking in on you when you at the wrong time when you watching Food Wars. 'Cause Food Wars is crazy.
Might I suggest that you command a party of
At
your
some point.
finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Oh, Mom, it's just Food Wars. I swear. It's just they're cooking. Let them cook. Let them cook.
Mindless though they are, an Akashic horde large enough to besiege the free cities is not to be trifled with. We must proceed with caution.
Yep. No, like, did you say that? Yeah, man, you saw that. Alright, bro, I got you. Ah. Oh my god. I'm gonna skip through this talk because I know Karen finna talk me to death. It's gonna be outrageous. I'm trying to reunite with the boy Joshua. That's what I'm trying to do. We gotta at least make some progress in the story. We ain't been getting nowhere. It's all these side quests they've been giving us.
Lady Karen, go tells me.
Take it and be quiet, please. I guarantee you. You could see 2 minutes worth of dialogue. No?
I hear you.
I was right. It's probably like 3 minutes if I'm being honest with you. How long they look at this. We just got done. It's not done.
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie and the show. But it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sock.
Yeah. Staying up here. Yeah.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we all be lost.
You should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him or anyone? Why don't you tell him to piss off? You're wrong though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, but I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go with the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Run Atto. Before I get my Atto.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for a ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
What do you have?
Zoinks! Now we're good. We're good, Chuck. Man, what the fuck? I can't win, man. What is it? It's back in my room. What do they want? What do they want? Nah, I'll be there. I'll be there after, dude. That is wild. Like, as soon as I get done with a quest, I get another one. I'm not finna. I'll do that. I don't know. I want to get on with the story. We're an hour in. So let's get a little bit somewhere. Then we'll do some more quests later next stream or something. I don't know. It's dumb.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine. Assuming they would allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
Get him! Over here!
Dang, y'all know. Like, bro, what is your purpose? Boy. It's a crazy technique.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
What you mean? What you mean when you say that? I really don't. You know what?
You deserve a rest. This one. Go for it. You're finished. Get him. Over here.
I do. Where are you off to now then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. I'm not exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the moment. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn anymore. I was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflam. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, before trying me luck in the desert. And Fan went the same way. Don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the work before I'd even sight me store. As I always say, there's crisis, there's opportunity. Opportunity to mint Gil, that is.
I just want to walk away.
Where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash? Do orcs even carry Gil?
I wish I had face now.
You're injured.
You think?
What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Cougar.
Rest well, soldier. You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. We got here in time.
Activity. Activity. Activity.
Someone there!
Activity.
Please! I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Talk to him.
With the battalion?
I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
That scar. Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosmos when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kuka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived.
No, brother.
Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Tough crowd. It's gonna send me another 400 yards. Like,
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
she's gonna show up out of nowhere. I'm calling it, but this is like so anime. It has to be. She's gonna show up. Who are you?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit in the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace, it is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalist flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fell, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began. It set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloedanites who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails up at one man's behest. Barnabas Thorpe.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done, chat.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
Not quite. How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashi. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What else could it possibly be? Besides him, Odin.
Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
That's Odin. I know I'm not tripping. Dominant of Odin. Barnabas? Carmen. That was named from last lesson. I lived from my first song. Yeah, awful like the deep sides of that is movies and labels suggesting that his ambition is a Western content. So, it's an very oil and master. That is great. That's the vision. That's it. Not bad, not bad.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
That's what I say. You know, I never heard you didn't understand. Big plans for Big B. I guess since it is the end game.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's breath, and now here. What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one of the apoditry meant, even the undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all, and gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Los Delan to Isaac Ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has never been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Yeah, Josh, young Josh got that. So well, Yote, member of the Undying, of course. Protect and serve Rossfield of Rosaria. After her order, rescued Joshua Rossfield from the ruins of the Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health. Yote was tasked by her order to accompany and protect him on his journey to uncover the truth of Ultima. And we already read about Ultima. That's it. It's just, you did it. You finna.
farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Careful how you pack that liver.
We're stuck with the main quest right now. So what we're finna do? Finna zoom past this. I don't care what this old man is talking about.
3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed
Get this out the way so I don't have to ever come back.
How are those new boots treating you?
So tedious, bro. Really? Really, dude? And I gotta take a picture. Close.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So it's these stones to Canva and the rest of the boxes to
I'm in right here. Gonna have to take a picture of this one too.
Have you noticed the elders?
And that one over there. Runners of the golden plain lay the roots and stone with fire, recalling old past to make these rocks again. Next.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
This inquiry's been hard to find since the skies closed.
Last one. Children of the hunters, not tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give her praise and gracious hand. Okay.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
I could have sworn it said one quest, y'all. Now it's saying it's another side quest, like right behind me. Y'all see that?
Guardians of the... I'm pretty sure that was it.
fascinate. But the... This is...
By the way, I think I just did that by memory. I didn't even look at the pictures that I took. And I hope that I did it right. And I didn't just lie to this man. Because if I lied to this man, that's just... I mean, I don't know. It's not my fault. He should have listened better. Alright. Alright, get down.
Careful how you pack that leather.
Careful how you pack that leather. What you need over here, man?
Who among you is...
Right.
I eager...
This man gotta be out of his mind.
Ready, go?
I like the wind. I don't know where we're going. You know, it feels good, like the haptics on the controller. It feels good to freaking press the R2, the gallop.
You deserve a rest. Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet. This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better. Here's your hide.
Leveled up. Yeah, I leveled up. Need 13 more so I can beat the boss. I need some more. If I went this way, it would have triggered the cutscene.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosefield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. But we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem.
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, with whom and know you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Is it Canva there?
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very... You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua. Let's go.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
All yours, Torgal.
This one.
I think I'd rather go on foot now. Your radiance. I love the chocolate butter. Let's continue, man.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
Has the city fallen?
Men are still holding their own then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
How many quests I got in different places though, y'all? Regret justice. Trading places. Rekindling the flame. Smooth like butter. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, let me see. Let me just do these. Let me start on these real quick. So for next stream, I'll just be ready for the freaking thing. It's annoying, yeah, how we just keep getting all these side quests, but I want to do them all. That's the thing. Like I just left here like 20 minutes ago, and now I have one back here.
Ah, Clive.
So y'all have problems like literally every day that y'all can't solve, that y'all need me to solve. Rekindling the flame, and it seems like it's a personal problem too.
Back to Eastport, then.
So it better be easy.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
We're going to Eastport. That's crazy. We're at Eastport.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences. Get him! That's the end of that, then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes too.
shot.
Any more surprises?
A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Well, I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashic in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
What I'm thinking I'm gonna do once I finish this quest, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. Cause I want to continue this later when I'll be full of energy. Because I really just woke up. I have more energy and it'll be a better time. So let's just get this done, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end it. So I'm gonna probably head back to the hideout, maybe. No. Travel back here. And then we'll start from the reading desk thingy once we get back. Everybody's here. We got Joshua, Jill, me, Torval. Well, we're good. All I gotta do is save the game. And I'm gonna end it here. Peace.